Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 57. And I am on my way just before 6 a.m. And I am heading out. Within an hour of me leaving, I will have to stop and get some fuel. And then a few hours after that, I will reach my first casino, then drive on another hour and something to reach my second location, and then around that area we will be meeting a friend, and then we will be on about 5-hour drive to our final destination. So it's going to be a long day, just depending on traffic. Could be a 10 to 11 hour journey. And we are going to the Chicago area today, so it's a long way to go, but it's going to be worth it. We are not going in a straight line either, so but I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to learn about a different area that I usually don't go to, although it's within my range, right? I do drive that kind of range. So this morning it is 37 degrees outside as we're leaving home, and yesterday, incredible day, reached 75 degrees outside. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna enjoy the first hour. We'll stop for fuel. There's a gas station about an hour away that's always got good prices, but they do close at night. It's a smaller gas station, so they should definitely be open by then. And well, we'll see what happens. So I would love to make at least 6,000 on this overnight, but you never know. So we'll take it one step at a time and take the EV where it's given to us, and go from there. So on my journey, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. Just a little brief update here. Temperature's dropping. It's down to 34 degrees. The sun is still not up. I've already stopped for fuel. Stopped about a little over an hour into my trip, and just continuing on, watching some online videos, and doing some research, and just doing all the normal things that I do. I've got my laptop next to me ready to go, and I noticed I left my bag at home, so I don't have all the stuff that I brought with me or was gonna bring with me. Luckily, I do have a change of clothes in the car that I always have on me just in case I want to have a different look. So not the end of the world, but not great. And I want to say to Blackjack Apprenticeship, maybe you could get some new videos every once in a while. I mean, I know I don't really do videos. I do, 1 or 2 a month, but come on. I mean, you guys got your business on videos, and you never have anything new out. So anyway, we're going to continue on here. Hit the first casino. I did text my friend before I left home, or just after I left home, that I was on my way. I haven't heard back yet, but hopefully in the next couple hours he'll be up, and we'll figure out a place to meet so that we can leave one car there and take the other car on for the rest of the trip. So that's what's happening right now. You're all caught up, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back with an interesting session. I don't know why my battery is draining so fast today. It's already down at 71%, and I've had it plugged in this whole time. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, I mean, it should be maxed out right now, but so I go into this casino and I'm finding zero. I mean, nothing. I go through my normal routine, don't find anything. So I start looking at other areas that I normally wouldn't look to see if there's any new machines. There's nothing there. I found a nickel in one machine, and I was like, this is it? This is all I'm going to get? I'm not even going to spin a reel, nothing? And I was on my way out, and there was a set of 4 machines. I had checked 3 of them, but not the 4th one, because just the way I was walking, I try not to over show my hand. I mean, like I try not to be too in your face when I'm looking at machines. And this last one was technically in range. Now, it was technically in range is also a very high risk machine. So it's a $7 per spin, and I'm looking at it, and it's in range. I took a picture of it before and after, and so I put in $200 to start. That was gone. 300 more, that was gone. 300 more, that made 8, and that was gone. And 200 more, that made 1,000, and that was gone. So I put in another 200 for 1,200, and that disappeared. And then another 300, and I was down to like $177 when it finally hit. And I'm like, all right, I hope I get it all back now. And I played that through, and I ended up with a jackpot of $2,439.50, $24.39.50. And after everything was done, with the money that I had still in the machine, I ended the session ahead $1,117. So $1,117 on our first stop. Not bad. I'm glad I stuck around a little bit longer, because sometimes I beat myself up about it where there's nothing there and I stick around for 20 more minutes looking and looking and looking. But this time it helped out, it worked out, and we ended up ahead 11.17. So I did just get a message from my friend, and he will be ready for me around the time I get there. So I'm going on to the next casino. I'm going to play some blackjack there, and I'll probably hear from him after that session, and we'll head out from there. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up. I got some messages from work about some things that need to be done. I'll take care of those, and I believe I have a meeting coming up in a couple hours. The sun is finally up. It looks like a nice day, and we'll see what happens. It's cold, but it's a nice day. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I am continuing to drive, but I wanted to give you an update on what happened with my Tesla option that I bought yesterday. You remember I bought it around $11 yesterday, and I was trying to sell it at $16.50, but I thought I had it set to sell at $16. So when I saw it hit 16.25, I thought, okay, it's done. I turned it off, and then I go to check my balance, and my balance is moving up and down, and I'm wondering why my balance can be moving if I closed my position. Well, it's because I had it set to sell at $16.50, not at $16. Well, within a few minutes, the market closed, and I thought, well, I'll just let it ride, and in the morning, it'll close. Well, I get up this morning, and Tesla's up about $7 a share, and I'm like, that's a lot of movement there. Maybe I should cancel my sell order because I was only about 50 cents away. Actually, I had moved down a little bit. Hold on one second. I was a couple dollars away at that point from selling, and so it was up like $7 already in pre-market. So I canceled my sell order, and I waited for the market to open. And by the time it opened, Tesla was up about $15. And I ended up selling it at the open. I waited a few minutes for it to calm down, because usually it'll have big spikes up and down, and sold my $11 option for $21.60. So I made about 100% on there. So that was pretty good. I only had one, so it was about $1,000, but can't complain. Turned out good for a reason, I guess. I don't know why I put in $16.50 instead of $16 or $16.25, but by doing that, I ended up saving myself and making an extra $500 profit. So all is good. So we're starting the day with an $1,100 slot win and a $1,000 slot gain, stock gain. And this is just an account that I have that whenever something really weird happens in the market, like Tesla went down 40-something%, I thought this could be the bottom, and I put a small amount of money into it just in case it was. and I gave myself 10 days to break even or make a profit, and it just so happened that it worked out within 1 day. So very pleased about that. So that's what's going on right now. Still on my way here, and looks like I'm about half an hour away from my next destination. We're going to play some blackjack there, then I'm going to go back to the car, and there may not be enough tables open actually this early, but we're going to play a little bit of blackjack, then go to the car and catch up on some office work, and then decide what to do from there. So that's what's happening right now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, as I just got back to the car here, I'm getting ready for my meeting. I did go in and look around, found no slots anywhere, nowhere I could make any money. Blackjack was pretty full. It was really hard to find anything. I finally found a table that had 2 other people on it, and I played on that one, but really not much going on there either. So I ended up playing that table. It was a $15 table, and they actually called out checks played. I haven't played a table where they call out checks played at $100 in so long, but I bought in for $300, and I played for almost an hour, and was in the range of between minus 100 and plus 50 the whole time. Never really had any big counts. People were slow that were playing with me, and just to give you an idea, this is a table where it's $15 total that you have to bet. So they were betting like 20 on each of 2 side bets, and $5 on the blackjack hand. So they're really hurting themselves, and just a really very slow table. Everyone had comments. Should I hit this? Should I hit that? What should I do? You know, all this stuff. See, I told you should have done that, and stuff like that, and back and forth. And finally, I had to get up because I had to go to the car, and here we are. So right now I am in the car getting ready for my meeting. I have about 10 minutes before the meeting starts, and so I'm going to get some work done, and then we'll do the meeting, and we'll move on to another casino, and hopefully I get a call soon that we're going to leave for our trip, so the other part of our trip. So that's what's going on, plus $50 on that one, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, as I'm pulling up to the next casino, we have a time that we're going to meet at, and everything should be all set. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to have just a short amount of time, like 35 minutes, and then we're going to be taking off. So hopefully I can find something decent, make at least a few $100s before we move on. But that's what's going on right now, and it's staying cold today. What a difference from yesterday. 40-degree difference from yesterday. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. So this is something I just finished up there, and actually I'm going to meet this guy somewhere else. So I'm running over to another casino real quick. I was in and out of here, really didn't find anything to play, just a few slots, and played those through and ended my session ahead, $99. Other than that, really not much going on. Planning on going back to this other casino real quick just to meet in the parking lot. Gonna park the car against the wall, so just far away from everything, so that we can leave it there overnight and then come back in the morning for it, or afternoon tomorrow for it. So that's what's happening right now, plus 99 at that place. Moving on, and we'll be leaving here shortly. All right, guys, so I'm back. So craziest situation unfolding right now at this place. There was a friend of mine who told me that there was a machine that had a play at a bunch of different levels, including $200, $300, and $500. And I said, I'm interested. I talked to some people that I knew. They were interested in maybe getting a cut, because that's a lot of money you're going to need. So you're going to need anywhere between $80,000 and $200,000 to play it. So I talked to some people. They were interested. We went over there to look, and there's a guy playing the machine. at $5, which is the minimum. And he's playing a level that doesn't even matter. So now we've been here waiting for an hour, being held up. And all of a sudden, this other guy shows up that's been known to have a lot of money and play this stuff. And he's got a briefcase with money in it. And all of a sudden, he ran out of the high limit area. I don't know if he went to get more money or what, but now we've been waiting for an hour for this guy to get off this machine, and he hasn't gotten off it yet. So we don't know what's going to happen. We have enough people together that I think we can manage the amount of money needed to play, but will we get a chance to play? And the $500 spin level is closer to hit than any other level, so that would be the first one, but that would mean that you're going to get about 50 W2s, because any spin that pays you 2.5 times your bet, like if you were on a 50-cent machine and it paid $1.25, that would be a W2. So, because that would be $1,250. So we're waiting to see what happens and deciding what we want to do. Do we want to play one level, two levels, all three? Because the highest level, the most expensive level, is the one that is most likely going to hit the fastest. So trying to get that figured out. So it's me and two other guys here right now, and two other guys online, including one of them who is ready to come here with as much money as we need. So we're just waiting for this guy who's playing $5 to get off the stupid machine so we can figure out what's going on. Now, I did walk by a blackjack table. That was a good opportunity. I did sit down, play that for a few minutes, and ended up winning $350. And then it went severely negative, and this lady came to the table. I just want to play one hand. I got this voucher. I just want to play one hand. And then this other guy comes over, so they were waiting to get in. It was like a running or a true -2. I said, I'm out of here. So plus 350 on that blackjack, and right now, just waiting to see what's going to happen. So hopefully something good, hopefully something soon. Either way, the whole trip might get canceled if this works out, because might be here for quite a long time, might make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. So just waiting. I'll let you know what happens. All right, guys, we continued on, and actually that casino ended up not being able to get the machine. Someone was saving it for someone else, and it was a big mess, and we waited forever. And it became painfully obvious that this person was slow playing the machine so they could save it for the other person so they could go home and get money. So we left that place. I left -6 at that place. So we moved on to another place about 2 hours away from there, and went in there. I played some double-deck blackjack, low limit, spreading from 25 to 150. Played that for about 35 or 40 minutes. With 3 other people, made the game incredibly slow, and I ended up leaving that table plus 125. And then I also played a few slots as well, and didn't get very much out of those. Ended up ahead 25 on that. So right now we're moving on to another place, and hopefully some better opportunities there for me. My friend did pretty well though at that place, so that's all good. And I'll be back to update you soon. It's really warmed up outside too. It looks like 57 outside. It was 34 a little bit earlier, so I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So we traveled a couple hours to the next place, and had a good time, talked in the car, all this stuff, and then we found out that someone played that machine that we were waiting for, that $500 machine that we talked about earlier. Someone actually flew to the area from Texas while the guy sat there and waited, came in and started playing, and within $2,000 he hit it for $100,000, which is just sickening. I probably should have pushed the issue and said we're here to play, and had them remove that guy, because he wasn't actually pushing it even though he had money in there. I don't know how much money he had, but last I saw he had $49, and makes you second guess that maybe you should have gotten him forced off it and could have sat down, but what are you going to do? So anyway, moved on to the next place. We're here, and a couple hour drive plus, and then some of the same people who were there checking things are here checking things. So they also came. We could have carpooled, but anyway, that's what's going on right now, and I'll come back to update you. All right, guys, I'm back. So we moved on to the next casino, and this place is a dump, to be honest. The hotel is real nice, but the casino is just awful and smelly, nasty. And walk in, we're looking around, finding very few plays, finding a lot of people checking machines in this little place. And I did find a couple plays, a nice one to start off for like $90, and then another one I lost like $7 or something like that. We were looking at blackjack, but they were halfway through the shoe. There's only one table, $10 to $100, and they were halfway through the shoe. About 15 minutes later, at least 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes later, I come around. They'd only played about a deck of that, so that would have taken forever. And then we looked at some other possibilities, and there was nothing else. So we ended up leaving. I ended up ahead $83 at that spot. And now we're moving on to a bigger place with a lot more opportunity, a lot smarter people probably working there, but a lot of opportunity to play blackjack, to play slots, and who knows what else. So that's where we are right now. That's what's happening, and got a little bit of a drive to the next place, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, we are back. It is right around midnight right now, so this is going to be the last segment of the day, and then we'll start a new episode for tomorrow. Right now, we are heading to a hotel, which is also a casino. We're going to try to get a room there, so we went to this other casino. I played just one or two slots, that was it, and ended ahead $95 on the slots. I did play blackjack, spreading from $25 to $200 on this table, and I only got a $100 bet out one time and a $200 bet out one time, and it was just bad counts most of the time and just bad variance most of the time, and I ended up down $2,100 on that table, and overall down $1,800 for the casino. So that's a big drop when you're talking about $25 a hand. So unfortunately, had some bad variance, and hopefully tomorrow will be better. But for now, I'm going to head to this casino. Hopefully they have a room, make my rounds one more time, and see what slots are available, try to make a little bit more money, get some sleep, and then tomorrow will be a big day. So that's what's happening right now. Now, if you want to ask me, what did I eat today? You're going to be pretty disappointed. I had a little bit of cheese, 2 bags of chips, and a candy bar, and that was it. So tomorrow, hopefully, will be all protein day, and will be a better day. And what did I tip today? I did tip $20 when I won that jackpot this morning, and that was it. So that's pretty much it for today. I can't say I'm excited because I ended the day plus 250 after starting my first session ahead 11:17, but what are you going to do? One step at a time. So I'm going to let you go for now. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.